Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I am Janae Hancock, and welcome back to Kansas City Development. This is a segment where we will be talking about everything that's happening within Kansas City. And to join us, once again, we are joined by Kevin Collison. He is with City Scene KC. Kevin, thank you so much for joining me once again. How's it going?
It's going very well. How are you?
I am doing well. Now, on this Wednesday, in the middle of the week, I do want to start off with a major announcement. Let's talk about the KC Current. I know they just had a major announcement ahead of them opening the new stadium next spring. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it was actually a very delicious announcement. They're going to have several food operations at the new stadium, and the first restaurant that has signed on is Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. And, it got a lot of enthusiasm. When I put the story out yesterday, it lit up the social media. People are very excited about it. And, so it's going to be the first of what I think are going to be at least a few more different food and beverage type establishments that are going to be at the new stadium. And I'm told that you will be able to eat at these places during the week, even when there are not games going on, that they plan to have it available on non-game days as well.
That's some good news there. So if you're looking around for another dinner option, you can head over to the KC Current Stadium, the new KC Current Stadium, to get
Right.
Joe's Barbecue along with other restaurants that may be signing on ahead of next spring. But I do want to touch on that as well. As far as Joe's Barbecue, you can find it in the northeast side of the stadium, and it is scheduled to open in 2024 to thousands of fans. So something to look forward to. And I have to
Very much.
actually agree with you. You said it is a saucy announcement, something to make you hungry, but
Oh,
also
good.
very excited.
I appreciate your compliment. Yeah. And what's so cool about this is, it's not just going to be a stadium, but there's a lot of other development that's being planned in association with that. The owners of the Current also have announced that they want to do a really big time $650 million mixed use development that would add like 1,000 apartments and a couple 100,000 square feet of office space. So the stadium is really serving as what we hope to be and what looks to be a big catalyst for more investment along the riverfront to go with all the apartments that have been built over the past few years. And one of my favorite places to people and dog watch, which is Bar K, which is a fun place down there too. So after a long time where the riverfront really didn't have much to offer people, you got the stadium, you've got a lot of other development, and you're going to have the streetcar showing up there in 25.
And possibly we may have a river tour that may be going on as well, river cruise, I should say. So there's a lot to look forward to. And for our viewers who don't know about that, you can head to our website as well as check around our social media. We do have a video with Kevin from a few weeks ago talking about that. So a lot to look forward to, a lot to be excited about. But I do also want to take a look at another announcement that you have listed on your website and that we covered here at KCTV5 yesterday. Tell us a little bit more about the UMKC plan that packs $120 million. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, what UMKC has been doing in recent years is investing quite a bit in what their healthcare innovation campus there on what most people refer to as Hospital Hill. And this is the biggest project to date, and it's going to be offering new facilities for both their medical and dental school, as well as other healthcare related services. And what's fascinating is, Hospital Hill is considered to be part of Greater Downtown. And what's really been interesting is over the past 10 years or so, it's probably been the biggest source of new jobs in Greater Downtown. I did a little homework a while ago, and we're up to almost 13,000 jobs at the Hospital Hill, and that doesn't include the students and the other folks. And they've been leasing space at Crown Center. They've been building new facilities, including the Children's Hospital, which of course is a different organization, but they're all collaborating on this Hospital Hill. And I know UMKC's chancellor has been making a big push to improve and expand the university's healthcare services and education programs there at Hospital Hill. So it's really kind of an underreported success story in downtown, in that, at a time when a lot of office buildings have been struggling because of COVID, et cetera, You're seeing one of the biggest job growths in downtown being at Hospital Hill, and this new building that UMKC is planning is a great symbol of all the new investment that's been going on over there over the past 10 years or so.
I think you said it well. It's a great success story that really needs to be talked about. And you also mentioned the fact that it's going to bring a lot of jobs to the area and just a lot of money to the area.
Right.
So
And
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, Janae, I was also going to say there's been some really nice spinoff on the nearby stretch of Troost, an area that people for years have wanted to see more investment. Well, because of all the new jobs and students, et cetera, at Hospital Hill, you're seeing a lot of new apartment buildings. You're seeing some new retail. So you're really seeing a lot of investment starting to spill over onto Troost, which, has fulfilled a lot of goals we've had in the city for quite a while to help build up that area and bridge the gap and, just improve the overall quality of those neighborhoods. So this big story to me of all this investment at Hospital Hill also has got a really nice ripple effect for nearby areas of Troost and other parts of the greater downtown area.
And again, just going back to the fact that just Kansas City is transforming so much, and I've only been here for a year, but just to see so many things popping up as far as businesses and as far as events, it's just transforming and it's really helping the community as a whole. Kevin, before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to touch on during this weekly segment?
Well, I got to tell you, I was out of town last week, so I'm sorry I missed the broadcast, but, there's been some information coming out about the negotiations between Jackson County and the Royals over a downtown ballpark. And, what strikes me as being interesting is that we should have been having these kinds of talks 4 months ago. It's interesting to see how this whole thing is starting to drag out. The Royals had hoped to announce a choice of their site by the end of summer. That's been a couple of weeks now. But when you read about some of the back and forth, particularly on the Jackson County side, it looks like it's only been recently that people have started to take it seriously. And there's been some rather unique ideas that the county has tossed out that the Royals haven't even had a chance to respond to. So I got to say, it seems like talks are going more sideways than forward when it comes to trying to figure out whether the Royals are going to do the ballpark in downtown Kansas City. And in the meantime, we all know North Kansas City would very much like to get the ballpark over there. So this is a drama that's really starting to drag out, and I'm not quite sure what the end game's going to be.
And I don't think any of us really are. And I think we'll all kind of be in for a shock and just have to go with the flow. But this has been a hot topic, like you mentioned, and it's been fall for a few weeks now, like you also mentioned. Yeah. So we are still waiting for the latest developments on that as well. But as always, Kevin, I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. And we will continue to have you on and talk to you about some more stories going into the next week. So thank you again.
Thanks, Janae. My pleasure.
Awesome. Well, I am going to leave you all with this live shot overlooking Kansas City right now as we look ahead to our evening newscast.